Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog, so let's get to it. I say I'm gonna take some time off, y'all. All the cashiers, they was like, somebody stole her truck. It was like you could hear it all throughout the store. This Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Detroit, Love and Marriage Huntsville, our book 4, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, how y'all doing today? First story up will not be about politics. We're not going to talk about politics today. It's because I don't really know what to tell you guys. I mean, are the tariffs on or are they off? Every single day, it seems like it's something else. I feel like WhatsApp ran on this whole I stand on business 10 toes down. I don't change my mind. I'm hard on business, hard nosed. I know how to do it. Let me run the business, you know. And then every time you turn around, the man is changing his mind. Now, we done got back and forth with this China situation. And China is doing reciprocal tariffs as well. So we up to what, I think 104%. Child, I don't know what the prices is about to be. I don't know what to tell you. So that's why we're not doing politics today. Just know that everybody is still up in the air about how these tariffs are going to be. No, what we're going to start with today is the story that had everybody in a chokehold yesterday, which was not really, y'all. It's not that big a deal, but this story I'm talking about is Carrie Hilson. She went on The Breakfast Club and she's been promoting, I believe she has some new work that's coming out. And, you know, we see Carrie Hilson every now and again. She will be in a movie or a TV show and we'll be surprised. We'll be like, dang, I forgot the girl acts too. Okay. But we know that she was most known for being a singer and a writer. Actually was on a writing team here in Atlanta because she is from Decatur where it's greater here in Georgia. And, you know, she was part of this writing team and she was doing well. I mean, she was blowing up. Everybody was Keri back in the early 2000s. I mean, it was all about Carrie Hilson. And then it all came to a screeching halt. And that's not even being dramatic. That's exactly how it feels her career went when she did the remix to Turning Me On and had some choice words for... Even though she didn't call out any names, we figured she was talking about Beyonce and Sierra in this, what we will now call a diss remix to Beyonce and Sierra from Carrie Hilson. Back in the day when the song came out, we all was just like, well, damn. Okay. Now, we know it wasn't that many girls, R&B girlies out at the time. And we had Beyonce, we had Keri, we had... Aaliyah, who around this time, Aaliyah probably had died already. You know, but we've all, Ashanti, we've had a handful of rap girlies, you know, and, you know, for whatever reason, we seem to believe that there can't be more than one, not rap girly, R&B girly at the top. And so, you know, society loves to pit women against women, especially black women against black women. It happens so much in rap, and now we're talking about R&B where it happens as well. Back in the day when the song came out, when the disc came out, we was all like, well, damn, Keri. I mean, is this really how you feeling? It kind of felt like it was, I couldn't understand why she was doing it at the time because she was so hot. Everybody wanted her, everybody liked her, and it was just like, why are you calling out some women that are not even coming for you? Like, ain't even said nothing to you or anything, you know, and it made her look like this bitch that was coming after all these people, right? And so, I'm gonna read the words to you. I'm gonna read the words to you to the song so you guys can know exactly why people was in their feelings about it, and then we'll go from there. So this is the remix of Turning Me On. You guys know the song, right? Not really how it sounds, but Close enough. Okay, so I'm not gonna sing it how she sings it because I don't really remember. I'm just gonna read the words to you guys, okay? And this is what she said. She said, I ain't trying to start some mess. There's just something on my chest that I need to get off because you're turning me off. Your vision cloudy if you think that you're the best. You can dance, she can sing, but she need to move it to the left. She need to go have some babies. She need to sit down, she fake. Them other chicks ain't even worth my time to talk about. Ben had dollars, boy. Go on, get your money up. No, you ain't the only homie on me lined up. I ain't turning it off. I stay turning it on. Go ahead and tell these folks how long I've been writing your songs. I've been putting you on. Just check the credits, ho. And if you want me, you can find me in Decatur, ho, because you're turning me off. Okay. And that was some play on, more specifically, Beyonce songs To the Left, okay? And, you know, her talking about her writing the songs. We know that she wrote some songs for Sierra, may have even written some songs for Beyonce. Carrie Hilson was a sought-after writer back in the day, and maybe even still today. She might be writing under a ghost name, but... or maybe not, maybe her own name. But what I'm saying is, like, Keri was like the hot it girl. And for her to put this out at the time, it was like unnecessary because it was like, girl, you already doing really well. Why would you do this? Okay. Of course, even back then, Beyonce had her stans, and they came for Keri. They came for Keri and shut her career down. Basically shut her career down, and she had to learn a hard lesson back then. It was just sort of like, girl, why buy trouble? Okay, things was going so well for you. I mean, I know in hip-hop there's this whole braggadocious bravado, you know, I'm the best, you know, I'm the GOAT, the number one, the whole this, that, and the other. And I guess she was just trying to parlay that over into the R&B thing. Did not do well. So as a result, her career took a back seat, and Carrie Hilson, I think most people would agree, that did not get to the place that she probably deserved to get because of that faux pas. Okay, now some 20-something years later, she's on an interview on Breakfast Club, and she's talking about this, you know, infamous diss track, this remix lyrics that she had done. She actually admitted to Charlamagne, you know, they were asking her if she had any regrets about that, and she said, yeah, she does have regrets, but not like how people would think. Okay, she has regrets because those words were not her words. She did not write the song. As a matter of fact, she said that she was on tour with Lil Wayne at the time, Polo the Don, who she was signed to, Polo and Timberland, she was signed to both of them. Polo wanted to do a remix to Turn Me On because the song was doing so well. And so when she went to go do the remix, she said when she got there, they had already wrote the lyrics. And the lyrics were what I just read you. Well, maybe some variation of that, but it was on that kind of time. And Keri was like, I'm not saying that. I'm not doing that. And she said that it got to the point where they basically threatened her, or Polo threatened her and told her that she had to do this song. If she didn't do it, then her album was not coming out, because this was right around the time that her album was about to come out. And like I said, Keri was like the it girl. Hold on, I got to turn the air on, child. It's hot. I can already feel it coming. 1 second. Baby girl. Baby girl. That song is so awful. It's just terrible. It's so bad. I know party. I just like, did y'all really thought that song was jamming? Baby girl. It's bad. Anyway, getting back to Keri. So Keri was just like, yeah, I'm not saying that. That's not my words. That's not how I'm feeling. That's not. And they basically told her that if she didn't do it, her album was not going to come out. They was holding her album ransom. And she said it got pretty forceful. She said she was crying. She really tried to fight it, but she couldn't say nothing. She had to go on and do it. But she felt like, in retrospect, maybe she could have fought harder, and she could have avoided that whole thing. Mostly because She feels like everybody kind of left her out to, like, hung her out to dry. Polo and Timbaland both went on to work with Jay-Z and Beyonce, and Esther Dean, who turns out to be the person that wrote the song. So in this interview, she never said the person's name who wrote the song. I immediately, like most people probably did, I went to go look and see who wrote the song, who got the credits on the remix. And I saw Esther Dean. So I was like, okay, so she's talking about Esther Dean, who also is a very well-known writer in the industry. So she said that she never really kind of even held Esther Dean responsible for it, or wasn't really mad at her, because she felt like she probably was just doing what she was told to do by Polo, the same way that Keri was. So, long story short, she ended up doing the remix, and the rest is history. Okay. Now, if you're like me, you also remember, now this Carrie Hilson is 20 something years later, lived a full life, had some experiences, probably not the same person that she was back in the early 2000s, right? Okay. And we know that over years, sometimes our memories suffer a little bit, and we forget some of the things that we said, but then there are other times when there are certain things that we just don't forget people saying. And I can remember hearing Carrie Hilson say, not only confirming that she wrote those lyrics, that she stood by the lyrics, that, she wanted to say those lyrics, that's why she put them out there like that, and that she wasn't retracting anything, and that's how she was feeling. Okay? And that was kind of what she was feeling, or what she was saying at the time when the controversy was out. Now, probably, just knowing how people react to things, a lot of times when it feels like everybody is ganging up on you, you can do kind of a few different things. One reaction might be feeling like the victim, sort of like, oh my God, everybody is mad at me. Or sometimes you have that fight back in you. So even though it wasn't your idea, okay, and you didn't even really want to do it, but now the fact that everybody is mad at you for doing it and against you and got a whole bunch of shit to say, you start to get this rebellious attitude, like, you know what, well then fuck y'all. Yeah, I put the song out, even though you didn't. Even though you didn't write it. She got writer credit on the song, she said, because there was a couple of lines in there that she actually had to fight just for them to put those 2 lines in, and since those 2 lines were hers, she ended up getting writer's credit on that song. So her saying that she did do that kind of makes some of us still remember when she was like that, but I'm also kind of giving her a pass a little bit, because she was just in she was in like a fighting defensive mode, and maybe that's why she kept on like double downing on it and saying, yes, that's, she was the one who put the song out. Yes, it was her. Okay. Now, bumps and bruises later, life learned lessons, all of that. Now she's just sort of like, you know what, that whole thing was a mistake. I should not have done it. I should have fought it, all this. I'm not going to tell you guys who the girl was, even though we know everybody went to go find out who it was, right? So Esther Dean, knowing that her name was going to come up very soon in this conversation, she got ahead of it, tried to get ahead of it anyway, and said, that she apologized for it. She's taking full accountability for it. It was the time, it was corny, it was high school, it was childish back then, but, that was like kind of what they was doing at that time. She made a lot of money from it. The song did very well. However, she hates that people had to suffer behind this, especially women. She's a woman herself, likes to think of herself as somebody that supports women, I guess. So, she felt bad about it. But in her statement, she said also that her and Carrie Hilson co-wrote it. I don't know if she was trying to take the heat off of herself, or if she just said that because she's the she gets the co-writing credit on there, but she did say that. So Keri had to come back out and was like, hold on, sis. Okay, first of all, this ain't even a fight that you and I need to be having, because we both was the underling. We had to do what they told us to do. So I wasn't really mad at you, But let's get the shit straight. We did not co-write nothing. You wrote that whole verse. I had to fight to get them 2 lines put in, and I'm assuming that those lines that she's talking about is when she says, "Ben had dollars, boy, go on and get your money up. No, you ain't the only homie on me lined up." Okay, maybe that's the line that she's talking about. Because the whole song is about like basically like a buster, like a guy trying to push up on you who ain't really got it going on like that. Okay. And you turning me on and you turning me off. Like that's what the song is about. This throwing in this whole thing about Beyonce and supposedly Sierra or whatever, it don't even go with the song, you know? So she was just like, yeah, I didn't write none of that. So don't try to say we co-wrote nothing. Okay. I fought for them 2 lines, otherwise you wrote everything. So, you know, and then this is just another case of seeing 2 women now fighting over some shit that, you know, now it don't even matter because everybody that moved on is years later, money's been made or lost or whatever, and this that. But what I'm saying is Carrie Hilson has a project that's coming out, so she's probably out promoting that and also talking about this situation with Polo and Timberland. But isn't that always how it goes? Women end up getting pitted against each other, where when really in the background of all that is just some men shit. Okay, Polo probably just feeling like we got to jump on this moment. Ego's big, you know, who's the biggest person that we can come after right now? Okay, even back then, early 2000 was Beyonce and Jay-Z. Like that was the other, you know, top spot that people was trying to get to, you know. So okay, let's go after them. Unprovoked. Beyonce ain't thinking about Keri. If she was, you know, we didn't know that anyway. So, you know, so that, but the men come out unscathed. Polo, and even though Timberland has had more of a celebrated career than Polo, but Polo has had a pretty good career as well. And yet and still, Keri, you know, she kind of gets washed by the wayside there. So yeah, but you hear about it happening a lot. But it's interesting that she waited all this time to say anything about it. I guess maybe by now she just feels like, fuck, I'm gonna say what I feel like saying. She probably went through a lot of emotions, and you know, whether or not she wanted to talk about this ever, I think it's good that she did, though, just to clear the air. Just to clear. It don't matter at this point. Everybody, like I said, times and moved on, right? But yeah, I'm okay with her getting that information out. How y'all feeling about it? Do you guys feel differently about Carrie Hilson? I mean, I hope, because she's so talented. But I feel like deep down, I feel like she's been jaded or scarred. Like I feel like this whole experience has scarred her on the music industry, and she just don't quite give it her all anymore. Like she not gonna even allow herself to be opened up just to be hurt by this industry again, you know? So I think she probably is trying to figure out a place where she can be most comfortable with letting her new work out, you know, and dealing with the industry the way that it is as opposed to the way it was then and all that, you know. So, but I always liked, I mean, Carrie Hilson's, that album was the bomb. Like that was, boy, it was some good times to Carrie Hilson. Whew. Woo-wee, that was some good times, y'all. Anyway, yeah, y'all let me know what you think about all that. Let's move on to the next story. All right, you guys, what we gonna do about Ray J? I mean, you know, it's like, I feel like I ask this question all the time because Ray J, I'm sorry, my lips, my hair is stuck to my lip gloss. I mean, my lipstick. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, Ray J stay on a continuous crash out. Like, what we supposed to do about Ray? What we supposed to do about Ray, y'all? Ray is just, you know, he's out here, his latest stunt. And you know, every time, the only reason why I haven't fully 100% canceled talking about like retired Ray J subjects is because they make me laugh, because Ray J is just stupid and stupid. So Ray J's newest thing, you know, he wants to he wants to get in on the celebrity of Kai Cenat. You know, Kai has been like the ultimate streamer. Everybody wants to go on his show. He's been doing these 24-hour shows. I don't think he's doing it anymore, but at one time he was doing the 24-hour streams and all of that, right? So those have become popular. So now we see different streamers doing that. But so Ray J wants to get in on the whole Kai Cenat fun, right? So apparently Ray J sent Kai Cenat a message talking about he want to come and spend a night with him, okay? And how he took a shower with like his guests. Like Ray J told Kai Cenat that he wanted to take a shower with him too. Like he was willing to take a shower with him, and he was willing to spend the night with him, and you know, all the kind of things that, you know, as a man, you know, a heterosexual man reaching out to another heterosexual man, you know, in the DMs and saying shit like this, it'd be a little suspect, right? So Kai was just sort of like, what? Okay. So of course he talked about it on his show. And Ray J was just like, no, you got it all mixed up. Like, I don't mean it like that. I'm just trying to. So he calls and he talking to Kai and he telling Kai like, no, I ain't mean it like on no freaky nasty kind of shit. You know, I'm just saying like, I want to come and spend time with you too. Like, you know, come hang out with you, you know, and you know how y'all was in the shower and Kai Cenat was like, yeah, we was in the shower, but you know, like we had on like swim trunks and things. And he was just like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I want to be in the shower too with you, you know, with you and some swim trunks. I don't care how he said it. It just sounded wrong. But it was Ray J, you know, so like you sit there and you laughing because it's Ray J, right? But Brandy does not like her brother to be the brunt of the joke. And well, that's what Ray J lives to be, you know, so that's why these two have bumped heads. I feel like Brandy really keeps a low profile because of Ray J. Like, I feel like Brandy, we know that she has some social anxiety, like many of us do, you know, and there's certain things that she just does not like to have to deal with. And I feel like she probably keeps a lower profile because she don't know what people gonna be asking her about Ray. Okay? Like he makes up enough fuss out there that she has to be worried about somebody coming to her and saying some shit about him that she don't feel like fucking hearing. Okay? So this thing with Kai done wore her nerves bad, y'all. So she had to reach out to her brother. And she in the DM and she told him like, you know, what is going on with you? Like, you're so much better than this. Why are you doing all of this? You know? And well, you know, that didn't put our boy Ray over the edge. Because Ray say that he don't care. All he care about is his family. And the minute that he get to disappointing his mama, King Sonia and Brandy, y'all can forget it. That's when Ray get to acting like he got some damn sense. Okay. So now the newest, this is the next crash out is the fact that his family, his mom and his sister, they disgusted with him right now. Okay, he say that that's all that pushes him, it motivates him. If he didn't have his kids, you know, Epic and Melody, and if he didn't have his mom and his sister, like, you know, he wouldn't really have no reason for living. That's why he is so that's why he got so many issues right now, he said, because he don't have no wife. He, you know, Princess gone. Prinky ain't no Prinky no more. So he just has his whole life is out of control. Okay. This is his way of trying to reach out to Prinky as well. You know, we know how Ray and Prinky do. Okay. I'm sure everybody in that family is probably sick of Prinky too. All right. But, yeah, Ray say he don't have no reason to act like he got no sense because he don't have no family. His family mad at him. His wife left him. You know, he don't have his kids the way he want to and all that. And I said, boy, that Ray is something else. He gonna capitalize. I mean, there's probably gonna be a time when Ray really tries to be serious and nobody will ever take him seriously. That's got to be probably the worst thing to have, like, to know that people never will take you seriously because they always think that you like full of shit or that you are joking when you, yeah, poor Ray. That's all I can say is poor Ray. Okay. Ray, maybe if you wouldn't say stupid, crazy things, then maybe people would deal with you. But Ray says crazy stuff. He goes places. He makes people mad. You know, he act like he got a gun. He gonna do something, you know. Child, that Ray is something else. I guess Brandy about sick of him. It was just like, you so much better than this. I said, no, he not, sis. This is all that he is. This is all that Ray is, child. Bless his heart. What about the daddy? He'll never say nothing about that daddy. That poor hen-pecked ass daddy over there and stay quiet. Okay? He stay quiet. He say whatever King Sonya say. That's all it is. And then look at, they done turned out Ray. Ray don't know where his position is because of the way he came up, y'all. Anyway, that's that on that. Ray wants to take a shower with Kai Cenat, and Brandy is ready to disown him because of that. All right, next story. All right, you guys. So Bow Wow and Omarion, apparently they got beef. let Bow Wow tell it. Listen, I don't know what. I feel like Bow Wow is like one of those extremely emotional people. When is his birthday? I feel like he's probably gonna be like one of them real emotional signs. Because Bow Wow be that same one that have a beef with everybody, but he'd be the only one that having the beef. Like the person that he having the beef with don't be knowing that they in the beef with him. Like he was mad at Jermaine Dupri for all them years. Everybody just was just like, oh, he all right. He just little brother. He gonna get over it. And eventually he did, right? Eventually him and Jermaine was okay again, or at least Bow Wow got over it. Nobody entertains Bow Wow and his one-sided beefs that he has claims that he has found himself in, okay? But he was on Shannon Sharp and he was talking, no, not Shannon Sharp. Cam, I think he was on Cam Newton's show. I think it was Cam Newton's show. But anyway, he was, can y'all tell I changed my, I got some new makeup? I just started putting the little light under my eye, under here. Y'all see, can y'all tell? I don't really know how I like how it looks, so you guys will have to tell me because the, I don't know if it made me look dusty and shit, but this foundation is called Lawless. And it was suggested to me by the girl in Sephora, and I actually think I might like it. Might be a little bit too dark. I might can go up one extra shade, or it might be right. But if y'all saw me in person, it looks like it might be just a smidge too dark. But I might can still work with it since summer's coming and everything. Anyway, that's it, y'all. I'm off track. Let me get back online. So Cam Newton asked him about, you know, what was going on with Omarion, and he said that it's complicated. Who's it complicated to? Bow Wow, Shad. It's complicated to him, okay? Because Bow Wow feels like, you know, he don't really know what to think of Omarion. He say he kind of sometimey, you know, he on this tour with him and everything, and it's doing well, but you know, they don't even speak. Like they can walk right by each other and not say nothing to each other, you know. He just like, yeah, it's shit there, but it's complicated. It's a whole lot, you know, and he refused to talk about it, even though he's talking about it now. So then, of course, Omarion, who's always going to take the politically correct Totb response. I'm telling you that Omarion, he got to be real. He got to really be somebody to just, I bet you being his friend gets on your nerves. Because he probably one of them ones that be like, all you got to do is meditate and sit there. Like, oh, God, here come Omarion with his fucking wind chimes and, you know. So Omarion comes out and he was like, hey, ain't no beef. Ain't never no beef. Bow Wow is my boy. We are family, okay? I invited him to come on this Millennium Tour. I said, oh, he invited him. No, but Bow Wow ain't gonna like that. Because Bow Wow said that he Mr. 106 in Park. He the one that make the people scream. Okay? He say he the reason for the Millennium Tour. The Millennium Tour. Okay? Yet and still, Omarion must own the title. Because Omarion said, it's my damn tour. I invited him on there because he family. I love him. It's respect, like brotherhood. You know, I want all this to be, you know, real tree huggerish and Omarion-like. So, you know, Omarion say he might not talk to him when he see him and everything. That don't mean that he ain't his homeboy or nothing. Okay? He just was busy that time. He didn't see him. Okay, so he don't know what the problem is. Those Tesla trucks are so ugly. He don't know what the problem is. And he not really seeming like he even really cares too much. It always be Bow Wow. He just be the most mad. He be real mad and everybody else be fine. That's why I just said that Bow Wow just be having his moments. He just needs to let it out and then he gonna be all right, y'all. Y'all seen the clips from Millennium Tour? That shit look like it's fun. It looks like it's definitely Millenniums. Is this the it is Bow Wow and Omarion, of course, and then you guys saw they had RSVP perform the other day, and there were other people that's been performing. So this is like a big tour. This is a big tour. I even saw Omarion's baby out there. Y'all saw the kids. Beyonce done started some shit. Okay, now everybody, kids gonna be out there. I said, why we got to see all these kids? I don't give a fuck about these kids dancing. Y'all saw Marion's daughter looking exactly like April. That was the daughter, right? Because that was not me trying to be shady. Because, you know, them kids, they look exactly like their mama. And the boy and the girl, they look exactly alike. Okay, but I think it was the daughter. Because didn't they end up cutting the little boy's hair? I think so. But the little daughter came out there doing that dance where everybody like to do, the kids like to do, and they do their arms like this. Old stupid looking dance. I be like, what are y'all doing? What is all this? Oh, stupid ass dance battle shit y'all kids be doing. Like, what the fuck is that? You can't get on no dance floor doing that. You dance with somebody. Anyway, yeah, we saw the kids out there. Yeah, I blame Beyonce. Although, bless the kids. We gonna try and figure out what their talents are. And let them enjoy that on their own. Anyway, y'all, that's that on that. Yeah, Bow Wow say that it's complicated. And Marion said, boy, it ain't nothing. All right, y'all, that's that on that. I'm going to end it here. Run into Panera and get me some food and then come on back out and do the other video. All right. We do this every single week, so make sure you thumbs up the video, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you come back.